Hey, welcome to this iOS help video. One of the first things that happens often on people is the fact that their iPhone, their iPad might not work well for updates. One of the first things that happens very often is that a software update in the computer or in the device itself might not work. If you're trying to update the system software with iOS and it tells you that it can't, two things you can try. It also works if you're trying to update apps. For example, here I have 7 updates for my apps, and maybe you're trying to update and it just doesn't want to update. You need to try two things. First of all, you need to check the available space in your device. So when you go in your device, you click your settings and then you click on General on the left panel, and this is universal for all devices. If I go into my iPhone and put the settings, you'll see that it's pretty much the same. Settings and General, and I'll have the same type of menu on iPhone or iPad. What you'll want to do is click Usage. Usage is going to tell you information about the storage on your computer. So for example, here it tells me that I have used 14.3 gigabytes, 14.2 gigabytes used, sorry, and I have 14.3 gigabytes available. If I look on my iPhone here, it's going to tell you all the information. At the top it tells me that I still have 8.9 gigabytes available. If you go down on some of the devices, the storage information, there's iCloud. Be careful not to mix the iCloud and the regular usage. On my iPhone, for example, it tells me that all the apps installed. It tells me, of course, at the top, same thing. I still have 8.9 gigs available, 4.6 gigs are used. So if you want to have updates, the first thing you need to know is how much gigs are available or how much space is available in your iOS device. If you're below 2 gigabytes, you'll have to remove some apps before you can update your system, because very often updates need a lot of space. You have to uncompress the update, you have to install any apps, so it takes up space. It's temporary, but it does need space, so you gotta really make available the maximum space possible in your iOS device for updates to work well. If you have more than 2, 3, 4 gigabytes available, chances are that you might have to just do a little hard, kind of a hard start or a hard reset. And to do that, all you have to do is hold the power button at the bottom, the start button at the bottom of the iOS, and your power button at the top simultaneously until it shuts off. Don't touch that, and there it shuts off. And here it restarts with a little apple, and that's what you want typically. This will do a different thing from a restart. You notice that your device, when you press the power button at the top and hold it, has a little shutdown slider that shows up. Now keep in mind that that shutdown slider is not a total shutdown. It basically writes in memory what your device was doing before and kind of makes a little image of everything, and when you start up, it basically loads that image back into your iOS device, be it your iPhone or iPad. So what you want is actually a hard reset that will let the iPad or iPhone shut off and restart from scratch. And once you do that, there's a good possibility that your updates will start working again. It's like a computer, eh? iPhones and iPads are really computers, basically. They're portable computers. So anything can go wrong, and when you get that information, that problem about updates or maybe apps that crash, so by, you know, kind of clearing the memory and starting from scratch. Keep in mind that doing a hard reset, you will not lose any information. You won't lose contacts or stuff like that. It's basically just a real shut off of your iPhone, and basically it's going to restart after. If you have an older device, like this is an old iPad, the first generation, notice how long it takes to start. This is normal after you do a hard reset, because it's the operating system needs to make some checks and needs to actually optimize the usage of the computer or the iPad before. It's not too long on an iPhone 5 because of a very fast processor, but if you have an older iPhone, 4, 4S or 3, then you might actually find that it's very long before it restarts. Don't panic. I've seen iPhone 3GS take as much as 5 minutes to start again after a hard stop. So these are little tips and tricks that you can try if your updates don't work well. And if all fails, well, you can use iTunes and totally reset your device and start from scratch. It does happen on iPads and iPhones that you might have at one point to start from scratch and, you know, rebuild all the apps. Or you can use the of course the computer option of saving your apps and stuff on the computer using iTunes before you restart, so that you won't have to download everything again. So hope these little tips and tricks helped in resolving your update problems in iOS with an iPad or iPhone, or iPod Touch, also works with iPod Touch. And if you enjoy our videos, click the subscribe button. If you have any comments, questions, let us know. And maybe you have a video of something you'd like us to talk about, let us know. And you know, by helping yourself, you'll be helping others also. So thanks for watching, and welcome, and hope you come back to Easy Computer Fixes channel. Bye bye.